Breaking news just into the newsroom. A panel of federal judges has ruled against redrawn congressional maps in the state of Texas. Republicans had proposed the new maps ahead of next year's midterm elections, with the hopes the GOP could take over 5 more congressional seats. CBS News political reporter Hunter Woodall is following the latest developments. So, Hunter, first walk us through the judge's reasoning.
Lindsay, this is a significant ruling. I've been going through it over the last hour, and it really does have massive implications for the midterms. Now, when you read what these 2 judges on this panel have said as they sided with the plaintiffs in the case in going against the redrawn congressional maps by Texas Republicans, the major issue is how race or racial demographics were used and how that came to play here. Essentially, if Republicans had drawn these maps based off partisanship, the judges say that essentially would have been a harder hurdle for challengers of these maps to make. Now, the idea that race was used essentially has become larger, and the biggest factor it appears to be is a letter from the Department of Justice in July that talked about essentially these racial demographics in Texas, and that's become central to what the judges said here as they took down these maps.
So how much of a game changer could this be for the midterms if it stands, and what could it mean for other states involved in redistricting?
Lindsay, it has just tremendous implications. You know, all the redistricting tensions we've talked about around the country, this mid-decade redistricting started because President Donald Trump and his allies had wanted Texas Republicans to redraw the maps. That's why you saw redraws in California, then other states, Republican-led states answering, Democratic-led states answering those. So the Texas redraw would have taken 5 Democratic seats and made them more favorable to Republicans. Now, if this map ends up being, continued to be struck down as it was in this ruling, that is a massive impediment to Republicans' chances at holding on to their narrow majority in the U.S. House in the 2026 midterms. Republicans are already facing a challenging national environment. Typically, the president's party doesn't fare too well in the midterms, and this ruling really could hurt their chances given how much Republicans have invested in mid-decade redistricting this year.
Hunter Woodall, thank you.